After graduating with honors, Monica Dema worked within a global consultancy before taking an advisory role for several large companies. You know the names: eBay, Microsoft, name a few. Now she creates global teams of hundreds of subject matter experts, writers, editors, and project managers. Her company, she founded, her company manages website content, SEO content, and SEO strategies for a variety of industries, with its primary focus being on e-commerce. We met a long time ago, Monica, at a Fast Company
Yes.
conference in New York back pre-COVID, pre-blah, blah, blah,
Oh,
blah,
yeah.
blah. Long, long, long time ago when we managed to stay in contact. How you doing? How you holding up?
Doing well, Dave. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate you reaching out.
No problem. It's so great to catch up with you. Listen, I'm just interested in your expert opinion, kind of the informal, what's the state of the union in your mind for content marketing during this moment, whether it's COVID or the economy or Black Lives Matter or whatever. Where are we at with content marketing?
So, if you just think about how often you are on your phone in a typical day, whether it's at home or when you're taking the subway to Manhattan or back home, you have your phone. You have a computer when you're at your desk, and there's content everywhere. Whether it's an advertisement, if it's an advertisement on your streaming channel for Spotify, or anywhere, basically anything that you look at is an advertisement or some kind of content, video, audio, or actually written content. So I think now more than ever, people are acknowledging the importance of good content, because if it's poor, they're going
Mhm.
to X out, right? So for a lot of my clients, when we're trying to increase their rankings, now they're actually seeing the fruits of all of our labor in making sure that they come up when someone searches for them, whether it's their how-to video, whether it's their blog, or just something even on their LinkedIn page that they're posting and making public. So the state of the union in terms of content is clear, where content matters, the ability to live stream something matters, making sure that everything you do is visible also matters for your brand and for your company.
Do you find a lot of organizations are kind of playing a catch-up game, something they should have been doing before, kind of doing a whole bunch of checkbox stuff where if their strategies were a bit more sound or a little bit more integrated before all this craziness, they'd probably be in better shape right now? Or can people kind of shift quickly?
Yeah, so it's interesting because a lot of clients don't understand the value of SEO or content, right? Because they are a service company or a B2B company, who cares, right? So now that their competitors are doing it, their ears have perked up, and now they've signed the contract, and we're getting to work on trying to catch them up for
Mhm.
what they've missed. Other clients who had been doing, written content, whether it's blogs or newsletters, now are venturing into video,
Mhm.
because I've been on hundreds of Zoom videos, it seems, since COVID. But so have my clients, and they are more comfortable with themselves in front of video.
Mhm.
They're more accepting of it, and so now
Right.
they're also posting it on their website and their social channels, which is a great way to increase traffic. And it's what
Mhm.
I've been saying for the past year, if you looked at my blogs. But it's kind of something they've all hesitated to do, and now they're doing, and catching up in that way.
And I'm curious, can you offer maybe one or two bits of advice for people, really not knowing what to do or where to go in this kind of space right now?
Yeah, so I think the most important thing is to be adaptable, and I think COVID has made everybody adapt in a certain way, right? You
Hmm.
can't leave your house, or you can only do certain things at certain
Hmm.
times of day, or with certain people, right? So considering what you have to do there in your personal life, translate that over to your professional life, and
Hmm.
adapting what you're doing, the content that you're creating, and making sure that you carry through with it, because now's the time to create great behaviors,
Hmm.
whether it's personal behaviors at home, that now you're
Hmm.
cooking all 3 meals that you eat
I
each
know.
day,
I
or
know exactly.
getting tired of it. But on your professional side, you want to make sure that you're able to maintain this. So if you're posting a blog every week, or a vlog, or any kind of marketing material, let's say they open up next week,
Hmm.
the idea isn't to stop doing what you're doing that's creating momentum. The idea is to continue on.
Hmm. That's great. And just to wrap up, I'm going to ask you the question I ask everybody, which is, Monica, what lessons have we learned or are we learning right now that we really can't afford to forget? We must not forget.
Oh, I think it's just appreciating the everyday, the simple parts of life. And I think this has been a great time to pause and reflect on the life we had been living before when we can just do anything. I don't know about you, Dave, but now I appreciate seeing my friends and family
Hmm.
even more than I did before.
Yep.
Now that I really had to hunker down and stay in one place.
It is. It's all. It's made us ask some, I think, really good questions. Monica, thank you so much for spending a couple of minutes with us here today, and I wish you well.
Thanks. Same to you, Dave.